Hello, I'm Ravikant and I'm glad to welcome you all to TWR Labs. Today we have an exciting plan. We are going to build an AI chatbot using NLP and Python. NLP is about teaching a computer to understand understand a human language in a very simple way. So we'll be writing very beginner friendly code. We'll be writing very less code, and uh, it is like very beginner friendly, and you all can understand it if I'll be explaining there. So our goal is to create a clear virtual assistant, very likely like ChatGPT, and also it will be able to open camera, open some softwares, open play a song, open YouTube, open Google, and it can also answer some questions from Wikipedia. It can help you doing your projects by just typing, and it is very simple. So let's go through and see what we are going to code like. So we are first going to import some necessary libraries that we'll be requiring there, and then we'll be dividing it into three files. That is a main file where the bot will be coded, the training file where the model will be created for the main bot, and the third is the JSON file where all the questions and answers similarly will be added there. So after that we are going to load and process the data. I'm talking about the training file, and after that we'll be preparing the data for training, and then we'll be building our neural networks, a very good neural network for an accuracy, a very good accuracy, and then we are going to compile our model, and we are going to train our model, and then we are going to save our model as h.h5 form, and then after that we'll be going to our main bot.py file, and then we'll be importing some necessary libraries too. Then we'll be loading our pre-trained model that we created in the training file, and after that we'll be defining our functions, and then we'll be defining some very important functions that are required for the classifying of the text and also predicting. So then at the end we'll be doing our main program execution. We'll be doing a while loop for the compilation, and then all those things will be done. So yeah, that's very simple, and we'll be coding it right there. So please stay tuned and just go. So yeah, I'll be giving you a quick demo of how this works. So first of all, I'll be running my Python 3 bot main.py. Yeah, so it will take a bit of time to run, and yeah. So hello from
Hi
Python.
there, what's your name?
So I'll be entering my name as Ravikant.
Thanks, Ravikant.
So what I want to enter, it took my name, and what I want to enter, I can give it like, hey.
Hi, Ravikant.
Yeah,
How
so
can I help you?
yeah, so it remembers my name, so it's just telling my name. Okay, tell me a joke.
Why don't some couples go to the gym? Because some relationships don't work out.
Okay, so was a joke. Now I wanted to wiki. What topic I want to search is on, let's say, Elon Musk. So yeah, that's the paragraph what I'm getting here, and yet I haven't added the speak function in this Wikipedia thing, so it's not telling that. So now what I want to enter, let's say open Google.
Opening Google.
correct. Done. So it opened Google, and yeah, so bye.
Take care.
So this was the bot, and the demo is done. Let's go to the code. 3. Yeah, so now we are on our Mac, and we are going to see how the code works, and I'll be explaining you all of it. So first of all, let's go to our main training file where we'll be training our chatbot, and we'll be creating a file at the end of this code, which will be our main file for you making the chatbot. So at first, what I have done is we have import many like modules which are essential for the training of this chatbot. So those modules include random, and random for shuffling the training data. Then comes JSON for reading the intents data from a JSON file. Like, this is the intents data. Like here I have given tag pattern. The tag is greetings, so if it's greetings, then the patterns that input, like the user can give the inputs, can be hello, hey, hi, yo, hello, hello. So the responses should be here, like hello, and the username should be given, and hey there, and your username should be given. So like that, I have added a bit more here, and I'll be explaining you all of that. So let's continue. Here, then after JSON, we have imported the NumPy for numerical computations that I'll be using here to create my training file. And then I've imported pickle for saving Python objects to file. And then I have imported the main and the very important and essential module, that is NLTK, natural language toolkit library for our text processing. And after that, from NLTK I have imported like some wordnet limitizer. So what it does is it is for learning limiting the words, or like I can say converting the word to their base or root form. Now, after this word limitizer, I have you imported tensorflow.keras.models import sequential. For sequential module, I'll be creating like a model which is sequential. I've taught in my one of the deep learning courses. You can see the what is sequential module and a neural network. I have taught very beginner friendly and in an easy way. So, however, after this sequential model, I have imported some like dense neuron activation new function, dropout layer, and all those. And then I have imported my optimizer, that is SDG gradient descent. So after that, what I have done, after importing all the modules, I just went to loading and processing the data. So here I'm like defining the word net limitizer here as limitizer, and then intents, my JSON file as intents, which is I have imported load.open intents.json. Its name is intents.json. And then I just like added words list. I created list like words, classes, documents, which will be filled later on. And I've also added some letters like ignored letters. Now, what are the ignored letters? Your chatbot should have the capability to recognize only the words and not the symbols after the word. It can be a question mark, exclamation mark, comma, full stop, and all this. It should be ignored, and then it should. So I've created a list here. So, and yeah, and then I've created a for loop intents. It will read all that in patterns, word list, nltk.word. Like basically I'm processing the data, and yeah, it's all those. So now like here I'm doing is preparing the data, and after that I'll be preparing first. So here I'm just doing reading and all those representing, and yeah, then I'm defining words equals to limitizer or limitize word. Limitizer was word net limitizer, and it will limitize word. So word is one of our for loop. Will begin a for loop here for word in words, if word not in ignored letters. So it looks simple if you write the code in just a line and not just writing it what like more taking requiring more lines and writing it, and it looks like a human language, right? So after that, what we are doing is we are just creating another list, that is training, then output empty, then 0 will be multiplied by length classes, so it will be zeros and one. Like what I want is I want to convert all the words into 0 and ones so that it could be recognized, yeah, like bag of words, we can say that. Yeah, we're creating a bag of words for 0 and 1 in indicating whether a word from the words list is present in the pattern or not. We are doing that only. Now we are doing one hot encoding and all those, and yeah, so here classes equals to shorted set classes. That's like where pickle dump words, we're creating a words dot pickle and then opening it, we're dumping it and then opening it. So yeah, and now let's go here. Yeah, basically that for documents and documents, all those loops are being here, so to read it and all the bag of words here. So then random dot shuffle the training data, and then we did redefining the training data over here. That is numpy dot array. We're converting the training data into numpy array form. And then what we go into is we are splitting the data into x train and y train, x training set and y training set actually. So x train equals to list training from semicolon 0, that's uh, we're doing it output list, input and output, basically input and output we are giving it. X train is input and y train is output list, so that basically. And after that, main we come into is we are creating the neural network here. That neural network is very important because it is playing a vast role in our chatbot thing. So yeah, we have created the neural network. We are adding sequential we are defining the model as sequential, and then what we are doing is we are adding a dense layer that is containing of 128 neurons. Input shape is will be the length of x training set 0 list 0, and then the activation we have passed is relu activation, and then we have added a dropout layer. I'll be creating a video very soon on neural networks, and we'll be teaching you neural networks from scratch, so don't worry about that. But we are adding a dropout here of 0.55 50% like that, and then we are adding a dense layer of 64 neurons, and the activation will be relu activation, and then again we are adding a dropout layer that is 0.5, and then at the end we are adding a dense layer with the length of y train 0. The output will be of that much neurons, and the activation is softmax layer because it is output layer, so softmax layer. And then we are defining our SDG as our gradient descent optimizer. This is SDG scholastic gradient descent, and the learning rate is 0.001%, dk 1e minus 6, and then momentum is 0.9, and that's true. Okay, then we need to compile our model. So to compile our model, we have added the loss as categorical cross entropy, and optimizer is scholastic gradient descent, and then matrices are accuracy. We want the accuracy, so matrices should be accuracy. And then this history is where, like, we'll be running our model now. So we are doing history, defining a variable, and then model.fit, then numpy.array x train and numpy.array y train. We are converting into array of x train and y train, input output in array form, and then epochs are 200. So here training epochs are very fast because the data you're passing is this, a JSON file that is very less in data. Like it should be in some, not also 1 MB, it's very less, like in KBs or bytes it should be. So like this much should be run very fast. So when I run this neural network, then it just completed 200 epochs in just 2 seconds, I can say. Yeah, so like from basic calculation, it's running per epoch in a few milliseconds. So like that. And then after training it, we are saving our model as Tesla bot. I have named our bot as Tesla bot, and we are saving it as H5 model, and then history and how to save a model. Then we'll be printing for the user information tasks done, like the model running is done. Now I want to show you what the running the model looked like and what was the accuracy we got at the end. So let's go here. I have the file here. Yeah, zoom it. Yeah, at first epochs of 200 I got this, and like see, it's running in 0 seconds per epochs, like a few milliseconds, I can say. Yeah, then the accuracy increased, decreased, and increased as always. And at the 200th epoch we got 91% accuracy with 57% loss. That is very good and accurate. And if you add more accuracy, like at 10,000, 100,000, it will take a bit of time, not more, a very less time, but the accuracy should increase. And yeah, the output should be much better. So like that. And we have run the output, batch size 5. And so our training file has been completed, coding it. So let's quickly go to our main file, botmain.py, what I've named as. Now this is the main file, and as always I've imported the modules here. So module random for selecting random responses, JSON for reading the intents data from a JSON file, then NumPy for numerical computations, pickle as always for loading previously saved Python objects from file, what I've saved there, then NLTK, our main natural language processing toolkit library for text processing, I'm using it, and NLTK.stem import word tokenizer. I'm importing this for limitizing words or converting words to their base or root form. And then TensorFlow keras.models for loading the pre-trained neural network that I have used, like I have saved here. That is this one, teslabot.h5. So I'm to load it, I've used this load model. Then importing Wikipedia API so that our bot can search from the Wikipedia and tell the answers from the Wikipedia. And then importing pyttsx3, and from the Google pyttsx3 for like text to speech. I'm doing it like the bot should read it what it is writing, so it should be easier for the user not to read it so vast, like paragraphs, not to read it, but just like listen it. It's very easy. Then from Google text to speech, import Google text to speech API, like this is a library for converting text to speech. That's, and then importing OS library, date, time, Pygame browser, and this all these things for some different, like web browser for opening web browser, PyWordKit, and that's all, like searching for YouTube and all those. Then here also the same thing I've done. So limitizer, what, pickle, loading. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so all those, and then yeah. Now what I'm doing is I'm defining some functions. The functions, defining some functions are very important here because these are very helpful. Now, at first I've defined the speak function where I'll be giving a input as text. Then text to speech is equals to Google text to speech. Text is equals to text. What the output, like what the input is, and then the language is as always English, and then text to speech dot save output dot mp3. It will just save the output dot mp3, and then I'm using the pygame module. Many of you like think that pygame module is just for games and all those, but no, it is very helpful full and all the programming tasks we are doing. It's everywhere useful in everywhere, NLP, AI, ML, everywhere. So mainly working with audio and all those. So pygame.mixer.init, and yeah, I'm passing it. Then like I want to convert the given text to speech uh, through this function. Now that's all, and yeah, it will see the time and all those. Then at the end os.remove, like it has saved this output.mp3, and after doing all the tasks it should do is it should delete it because I don't want to keep the data. Like I don't want to fill my storage from this audios every time I open it and use it. So I've done this, and then I'm defining get username. What is like the chatbot should ask me what is my username when I start the environment, and when the environment is ready it should ask me what my username is, and then after that it should speak like for that it should ask hi there what's your name, and as I've shown you in the demo, and then yeah, after that the name, hi there what's your name, it will print it. It will take an input of my name. I'll type my name, then it will speak thanks and my name, thanks, like my name is Ilkant, then thanks Ilkant, like that, and then name dot sprite capitalize it, will capitalize my name, so like that. Yeah, so then cleanup sentence tokenizes and limitizes the words in the input sentences. So input sentence will be tokenize and limitize the word. This function will do it. Yeah, so sentence word and LTK. Yeah, then very main function, that is one of the main functions, that is bag of words. Like it creates a binary bag of words representation actually. Like it for the input sentences using the processed words that has been given to it. So it will take the input sentences and check the processed words and it from the model and all those stuff. Clean up sentence, I've used this here. Yeah, so then predict classes, this predict classes will do is the uses it basically uses the model to predict the intent of the input sentences and returns a list of potential intents with their probabilities. So yeah, it does this. It uses the model to predict the intent and then returns the potential intent with their probabilities. uh, hmm. I'll not like explain all the code line by line because it will take a lot of time to explain. Just I'm defining it. All the code will be available online. You can always check it. I'll as soon as I'll provide the link in the description. You can check it on GitHub or any other site. I will be uploading it, and then all those, then memory with tuple, and then defining get response. This is our very main function. Like you can see how big it is, uh, like not speaking, but it's very huge uh, function. Like it consists everything what the chatbot should say, not say. It will give the responses. So like that. So it will generate an appropriate response based on the predicted intent. The response may include dynamic elements like the user's name or the current time, and it can also handle it how like it also handles specific tasks like searching Wikipedia, opening the camera, and playing songs on YouTube, whatever I'll say. Yeah, so it will do all. We are dividing a global memory. If not intents, then this. If it is not, if the given thing is not present in intents, then it will say, I'm sorry, I couldn't understand your question, can you rephrase it? And then tag equals to intent less 0, and intent, that is all we are doing here. Then our Wikipedia search, and I'll say it search or wiki, then it will say enter the topic what you want to search. I'll give it, and then the Wikipedia module thing has been done here. Then it will open the page, and the page it will read up to 500 words, and then it will like summary the words it will read for me. And then else return sorry, I couldn't find any topic. If the topic is not suitable and it is not on the Wikipedia, so the it will return this. Then if elif statement I have added. If elif tag equals to unknown and message in memory, response equals to memory message speak, and all those. Okay. Elif time, I want to know the time. What is the time? The current time will be displayed here through the time module I have imported. I want to open the camera, like so opening camera, say stop. To stop the camera, it will display it. And then so I've given start Microsoft Windows.camera. So here I'm on Mac right now, but when I'll be on Microsoft Windows, it will for sure run. And yeah, so return response, and it will return all those. Then open Google, opening Google, and it will open in this a link where I can search. Then elif open YouTube. This are some extraordinary things that I've done here. That play song, and this is also a very good thing. I want to play a song, then I can give the name, then it will say playing the song on YouTube. So this should be actually here, because it should ask me first what song I want to play, and then it should display enter the song name, right? Then the response and memory message, it will like what I've coded here is it will remember everything that I've like written, like my username till the date I run the program, it will remember. And whatever tasks I have done, it will remember. It will be stored in the console. So bit of like chat gpt what it does, but the chat gpt servers are always running, but this is not always running. If I run it always, then it will remember for sure. Then it will print info execution completed if all the tasks like when I'm running this file, then it when the execution of the file completes, it will display this information and all those. Then I want to ask the username for the users to get username function. Username equals to this username, whatever the username is. Message equals to input, enter your message, and it will give you enter your message. You are entering it, and then yeah, so it's all here. So the chatbot runs in an infinite loop, waiting for like the users to enter a message. The chatbot processes the message, generates a response, and continues this loop until the program is manually stopped. Like we quit the program until we stop the program. This will run until the power off of our system. This code will run through this while loop. Yeah, so a very simple code, a very basic code, beginner friendly code. This is so all this code will be available very soon in the description box. You can check it, and or it is available on the description in the description box. Please just check. And yeah, this was all the code that I have done here. And yes, So thanks for watching the video, and hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe. It helps me a very lot. If you have any questions, you can comment, and my email is given. You can message me on Twitter, you can message me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, and you can also message me on LinkedIn. So bye for today, and hope you enjoyed it. Please do hit the like button and stay tuned for the next video. Very soon there will be a new video. Thanks for watching.